This episode of Blow Jam is brought to you by BarkBox. Get one free extra month of BarkBox at getbarkbox.com/blow when you use code PBFEM. Sup, dudes? Welcome to another fine episode of Blow Jam. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just fine. Wouldn't that be fucked up if I'm like, hey guys, got another mediocre episode of Blow Jam for you. Better take notes. There's going to be a quiz at the end. No, it's quite the opposite of mediocre. We got a dope episode for you. Let me introduce myself first. I'm your host, Delia Blow Jam. I do most of the talking. And I make this podcast with my husband, Ryan, who's off mic right now. But man, you're going to hear him talking on this episode. He talks so good. So good. And Blow Jam is a podcast where we do whatever the fuck we feel like doing. We like to make music and joke around and drink beer and have good times. Is that okay with you guys? So on today's episode, we interview comedian Mike Peters. He's really funny. You can catch him all around the Binghamton area, upstate New York, northeastern PA. We'll put up links to, where you can find him, all that stuff. He's mad funny. He tells us stories about his cats. He's a bona fide cat man. And then our buddy the Wizard comes by. He hasn't been on our show in a minute. He's been tied up in the future, but he comes from the future to the present to play this cool game with us. But we recorded it in the past. So future, present, past, my mind's about to explode. If you guys want your minds to explode, keep listening. So we're here at Blow Jam headquarters with a super funny guest, the first ever real working comedian that we've ever had on the show, Mike Peters.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I got a dog at my feet, so life could be worse, I suppose.
Yeah, our dog Tito immediately jumped on Mike, and now he won't leave him alone. Also, Ryan's here, my husband. Yeah.
I probably won't talk too much. So.
Yeah, you will.
Probably, yeah.
All right. Before we get into comedy, I really need you to tell me about your cats. You're a cat man.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Yeah,
obviously me. I got 4 cats. So, and I got 4 cats kind of by accident. Like I didn't plan for it to happen that way. But I used to have 2 cats, and then I came home and I had no cats because the girlfriend moved out. And
2 to 0.
The cats, and I was like, wow, my house is really quiet now, but I don't like it. So a friend of mine said, I have a friend who is getting rid of a cat. And I said, yeah, I'll take the cat. That's fine. And then I wanted 2 kittens. So I went on Craigslist because I'm like, okay, I'll either get 2 kittens or get murdered. Either way would be fine. Okay. And then so I got those 2 cats. And I got the first cat on a Sunday. On Tuesday, I picked up 2 cats. And then I went to visit a friend on Saturday. So, and she was moving in with her boyfriend, and they have 4 dogs, a bunny, and a niece. So, too many legs in the house. So she said, "Hey, can you take my cat too?" And I was like, "Whatever. Yeah, let's go." So I brought home a 4th cat. So on Sunday I had no cats. On Saturday I had 4 cats.
That's a productive week.
Yeah. It's been entertaining. Let's just put it that way. I no food is just my own anymore. They'll just get into everything. I have it's basically I have 4 rats in the house who wait for me to go to bed so they can feast.
And when you were first telling me about this, didn't we try to do the math about how many feet there were in the house?
Yeah. My friend's house.
Oh yeah, your friend's house.
Because they had the bunny. We didn't know if bunny had 2 legs or 4 legs.
That's where we got stuck.
Age-old question, I guess.
Is it the foot to cat ratio or?
It's just the foot to foot.
Yeah.
Foot to anything?
Some, yeah.
I know there are 18 feet in my house. It's
That's a lot of feet.
Yeah, that's a lot of feet.
I never thought of that.
We only have
And we all use
8.
litter box, so it
we
gets
got-
confusing.
We all use the litter box.
So we got 8 feet in our house,
Yeah.
including Tito.
Yeah, that's So wait, in your
But I
friend's
don't know about
house.
all the mice we have. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
My-
But I really, really want to do this math problem. So how many people?
Okay, there are 4 people in my friend's house.
All
So
right.
well, 2 of my friends, but it's the girlfriend and the boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and then the boyfriend's sister and her daughter. So there are 4 people.
We got
so
8.
We got 8. There are 4 dogs. That's 16. I think there are 4
plus-
dogs. Yeah,
16 plus 8,
24.
24.
Then there is a bunny.
Oh, that's where it gets
Right.
tricky.
So you got 26 or 28.
Ryan, do you consider bunnies to have 4 legs or 2?
4.
Okay.
Why would they only be 2?
Well, because, like, their big legs are, like, the real legs. I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
They
so
do.
they're
Yeah.
tiny. You think those are just hands?
Well, all right. So for a T-Rex, how many legs do they have?
4.
Really? Because the first 2 mean
Well, they stand
nothing.
up, so those are hands. Yeah.
But bunnies stand up. But they don't hop standing up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is
Big
entertainment you're only getting on this podcast.
All right.
All right. It's over.
And
Thanks,
they
Mike,
have
for
fish. They have fish too. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right. Cool. This is the last episode. We're never doing this again.
Our advertisers are pulling out. Mike, all right. Let's talk comedy. What
Cool.
made you want to get into it?
I think I always wanted to be in stand-up, but maybe not in, but I loved it. I loved it.
On it.
Yeah. Add it, whatever. Throw a preposition there. But no, I remember watching George Carlin when I was in, maybe 10th grade, and my friends and I just worshiped the guy, and he's a guy where I would have voted. He would have been my Trump. I would have voted for him no matter what he did. I would have followed him around. He would have been a great cult leader. And I loved everything he did. And the only religion I know is through him, really. So I don't know if that's good. But
Didn't he worship like the sun god Ra?
oh, yeah. Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. He's like,
Joe
fuck the
Pesci.
sun, Joe Pesci, because he gets stuff done. And he was just so good. And my friends and I we memorized the stuff. He's got a joke about Mickey Mouse, talking about cartoons. So he goes, you know what I hate? You turn on the news and they say, oh, it's Mickey Mouse's birthday. Like I give a shit. Like fuck Mickey Mouse. Fuck Mickey Mouse with a big rubber dick. Or big brown dick, and break him off and beat the rest of it.
Fuck
Something
Wow,
Mickey
tying
Mouse
it all
in the
so
together.
good. And
Fuck Mickey Mouse in the ass with a giant rubber dildo.
So, yeah. And I hope
remember
Mickey
that.
dies. I hope he goddamn dies. In the back of a soiled tenement, like with his
fuck him
hand in
with
Goofy's pants, like stuff like that. Like that sticks with me. That sticks with the kid. And
That's good stuff.
but I loved him. And then I remember when I got to college, and I do this joke on stage a while ago, but my life is just. It's just weird. I've been stabbed. I've been, whatever. Things have happened to me where they don't happen to everybody. And it just kind of like, my parents call me Murphy because if something, like Murphy's Law, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. So I would just tell these stories all the time and people would laugh at them and whatever. But I dated a woman I loved so much. She became a lesbian. And I just, yeah, that's just kind of how it works. So, you fall for her, and then she's a lesbian. But she was one of my best friends, and we would always sit on my bed playing rummy because she's a lesbian. What else are we going to do? What's going to do on my bed?
You're not
But
gonna
of course not. Why not? I was just placeholder. But I would tell her these stupid jokes. I don't remember any of them. I'm sure they weren't like stuff I made up. It was just like a play on words or something like that. Dad jokes at 21, 22. And she would look at me, and I swear to you, it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen from her. She had this dead face, like just cold. And she'd look at me and she'd say, Mike, you are not a stand-up comedian, and I am not your audience. So shut the fuck up.
Wow.
I laughed. It was the funniest thing. And because I knew her personality, and like we were joking around with each other. And but on stage, I'm like, well, it's been 13, 14 years. Like in hindsight, like I think it was this devious plan because now she's married to a woman, has a kid, a great job, and a nice home. and I'm a 35-year-old stand-up comedian from Binghamton, New York, who eats salads he finds on a bench. Like just, our lives have gone different paths. But I think at that point, when I was 21, 22, I liked being the focal point of the room. I mean, that was, I'm a narcissist in that respect. But I really liked making people laugh, and I thought maybe I could do it. But then I became a journalist and, and a sports writer. So I worked 4 to midnight, 4 to 2 a.m., something like that. And, in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, there's no stand-up scene, at least not that I knew at that point. Then I moved to Maryland, and I just got more entrenched in work. And I really never thought about getting on stage. I mean, every once in a while I would, but when I moved back to Binghamton and wasn't writing, I needed to find an outlet to write. And I said, okay, well, let me sit down and write stories out. And because my grandma was always like, your stories, you should write a book or some wow. Or
That's a good grandma.
Yeah, great grandma.
She's right.
She's the best. And one of my best friends. And but yeah, then I looked in and I saw club around, or bar around here, not anymore, Maddie B's, had stand-up every Wednesday. So I waited for a couple months and I wrote and I went and saw an open mic and did not go up. I chickened out the first night, and then the next week I went and I told everybody I was going to do it, so I put the pressure on me. And then since then I probably haven't gone more than, well, I just went 2 weeks without doing it, but usually it's no more than like 4 or 5 days I get on stage. Whatever.
Was that the end of your physical comedy?
No. Well, no. I did get stabbed. So
okay. All
good.
right. All right. You mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Did not know that about you. How did you get stabbed?
With a knife. So I was in I was in Maryland. I lived in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, which is really it's kind of like Binghamton but smaller. But I used to walk around at night all the time. It's safe. And I was in Maryland for about 4 weeks. It was about 12 minutes or 12, I don't know how many miles, but it was probably 10, 12 miles outside of Baltimore. And the realtor never told me there was gang activity when I got my place, but, kind of left out the detail. But I was walking around at 11:15, 11:30 at night, and I called my grandma. I'm a big Mets fan. She's a Yankees fan. And I called her and I said,
"That's good. You still talk."
Yeah. She's my only living grandma now, so we still talk. She actually lives Mill Street, right up here.
Oh, nice.
Don't go visit my grandma.
Neighbors. All right.
But we're talking about Armando Benitez, the Mets closer, or he was playing with the Giants. He'd just blown the game and the Mets won. So I'm excited. And my grandma's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm going to go for a walk." And she said, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" And I said, "Grandma," and I swear to you, I said, "Grandma, what's the worst that can happen?" And she's and she said, "I don't know, maybe a guy jumps out of the bushes and scares you." So I'm walking for 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm on the phone with my grandma. It's flip phone, so it's 2007.
Wow.
Yeah, and got the numbers on the outside. Oh, it wasn't a flip phone. It was one of the numbers with the phones with the numbers on the actual raised numbers.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh man.
The buttons.
So yeah. So buttons. I couldn't remember that word, but I heard 2 footsteps behind me, and I'm like, well, I don't want to be the paranoid white guy in a black neighborhood, so I didn't look behind me, and I should have looked behind me, because I heard the footsteps run, and I was like, oh no. And before I knew it, a guy, there are 2 guys I didn't know at the time, but put his hand on my left shoulder and stabbed me as he was turning me around. And he goes, "What's your problem?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And so we we kind of wrestled against a chain link fence. And then I don't know, in that time my phone in my right hand turned around and hung up on my grandma. So all she heard was me getting stabbed, a commotion, and then phone went dead. So she was in a great place.
Oh no!
And, whoa!
Yeah, so the phone tree happened. She called my brother-in-law, who's a cop, and said, "Hey, Mike's in trouble, whatever." And
yeah, how can you call 911 in Maryland from wherever she's at?
Yeah, she couldn't. Yeah, but she's like, "I don't know what's going on." So we get off of each other, and then the 2 guys, I don't know if I've been stabbed because I've never been stabbed before. I didn't know what that felt like. So, but they're on the corner of the sidewalk or the street, and then I'm I don't know, 15 feet away. And I look down, and I saw a knife in one of the guy's hands. And in my head, I'm like, well, that's not a good thing. So they said, give me your cell phone, give me your wallet. And I just said no. Because, like, I hadn't started watching Law & Order SVU yet. Like, I didn't know, like, just survive. Like, get out of this.
Wait, Special Victims Unit?
Love it. I just watched, like, 3 episodes today.
But Special Victims Unit is about rape.
Right.
Did they rape you?
No. But they always say, you know, you just need to survive. Do whatever, comply and survive. Right. So I should have known who Olivia Benson was then.
Yeah.
But no, I just said no.
Yeah, what's your life worth? You know,
yeah, exactly.
The $20 in your wallet.
But the thing, I said no.
I mean, if you're in the situation, you don't really know how you're going to act.
Yeah. But they said, give me your cell phone, give me your wallet. And I said, no, I don't have my wallet, which was true. I just had, I wasn't going to go shopping. I was just walking around. But they saw me on the phone. So I'm like, they could have absolutely come and grabbed my phone or done whatever they wanted to me.
Yeah, just take it.
And but they didn't. They ran the other way, and I'm like, well, that's a good idea. So I ran the other way, and then I looked down. I had a brand new brand new hoodie, and just zipped down and a white undershirt, and the white undershirt had a lot of blood. So I was like, oh, that's not good. And I hit my knees because I just went in shock. And then there were like 5. I'm going to say there were 5 high school age girls. It was pretty dark, and I really wasn't seeing anybody. And but they didn't trust me. I'm a white guy in predominantly black neighborhood. Like I get why they wouldn't trust me. And
covered in blood.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have gone, say hi or anything. But they were like oh my god, like they were yelling like oh my god, are you okay? And I yelled back. I'm like, no, I'm not okay. I just got stabbed. And they were like talking amongst themselves, like, "Oh, did you just say you got stabbed?" And they said, "How do we know you're telling the truth?" And I was like, "I just got stabbed. Like I didn't know how to prove it at that point, and I'm thinking I'm gonna die." And like I said, never been stabbed before. And but we kind of argued for like a minute, and I just said like they're like, "Oh, how do we know he's telling the truth?" I'm like, "Fuck it, just let me die." And they said, I think he just told us to fuck off. And I was like, no. It's like, just forget it. Oh. And at that point, the guy who owned the chain link fence that we brushed up upon, he came over and said, hey, I called the ambulance. So, or the hospital. And then,
Thank God.
Yeah, so I was on there. And everybody's like, welcome to Baltimore. So, but it turned out it wasn't bad. Like, yeah, like I heard welcome to Baltimore. Like that should be the state motto. Like you're gonna get stabbed, motherfucker. Like that's it. Welcome to Baltimore. And yeah. So, but it was okay. And then the funny part to me was that like I got interviewed by a police detective, and he said to me, now I'm really naive. I'm 23, I think, and I'd never done any drugs at all. And so I drank, but that's it. And he said, what were you doing out there at like 11:30? And I said, I was just walking. And he didn't believe me. He goes, he said, were you buying? And at first I didn't know what he said. Like, I was like, huh? He goes, were you buying? And then I said, buying what? And he goes, drugs. And I go, no. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why is he asking me if I just got stabbed? Why is he asking me if I got drugs or if it was my drugs? And I'm like in the I'm getting a CAT scan. I'm like in whatever it is, but I'm in a tube, and I'm thinking, man, I was too adamant. He's gonna think I absolutely was buying drugs. And he called my grandma, and my grandma said, he's like, yeah, do you think he was buying drugs? And my grandma's like, no. She said, I have glaucoma, and I asked him if he wanted my drugs, and he said no. So,
your grandma rules.
Yeah. So but yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I just don't have I think I got 4 stitches. Like it wasn't that bad. It missed my lungs, it missed my spleen, so I don't have to take medicine or anything.
Wow.
I don't have feeling on the left side of my stomach. That's really it. But you don't notice that until you feel it, and you're like, oh yeah, I have a left side of the stomach. Like
that's fucking
not a
badass though.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah,
it's a good story, and there's only like one person I've told who wasn't kind of floored by it, and I'm like, what a jerk. like
oh, people
get
stabbed every day.
Yeah, so but no, it was cool. It was, I mean, it wasn't cool, but I'm cool with it.
This episode of Blow Jam is brought to you by BarkBox, dog's best friend, aside from you. So we have a dog. His name's Tito Jackson. He is an Australian Shepherd Golden Retriever mix. He's fucking crazy. I love him to death. He's super cute, but I'm kind of mad at him right now because he was supposed to read this ad, but he got wasted and passed out in front of the fireplace, so it's up to me once again, and I'm glad to do it because BarkBox is shit. So it is a delivery of 4 to 6 natural treats and super fun toys curated around a surprise theme each month. That's really cute. We love that. So you choose your dog size, small and cute, that's 0 to 20 pounds. Wow, if your dog weighs 0 pounds, you probably don't have a dog. There's just right, which is 20 to 50 pounds, or big and bold, which is 50 plus pounds. All right. Then you choose a plan. It's 1, 6, or 12-month plans. They're available. You can cancel anytime. And free shipping. Bam! So you get them on the 15th of each month, and it's something to really look forward to. We got edibles made in the U.S. or Canada, and they're natural, they're beautiful, they're safe, they're tested, tried and true. And, you know, in the small chance that your dog might not like something that comes in the box, they'll send you something else, man. They got your back and your belly. All right, so BarkBox, I highly recommend it. You just need to have a dog or know a dog. That's probably the biggest prerequisite. So, for you guys, the listeners, BarkBox is offering a super nice opportunity for you to try out their service and get a free extra month of BarkBox. So, to get your month free, go to getbarkbox.com/blow and use the code PBFEM. Let me do this phonetically, guys. That's P as in Peter, B as in boy, F as in Frank, E as in Edward, M as in Mary. Again, that's getbarkbox.com/blow and code PBFEM to receive an extra month of BarkBox for free. So, Mike, what was the best stand-up show that you ever did?
Oh, man. I think kind of probably recently. I had 2 really good shows. I've had a good swing of them, but I had one at a distillery in Corning, I think early November. And it was like 55 people in the show. I mean,
That's
was
pretty
really
good.
Yeah, I mean, it was just packed, and everybody was into every story I said or any joke, even the stuff that wasn't a joke. They were hooked into the story, so they laughed. It was really fun. And then a couple weeks after that, I had to do a clean show, and it was like so no swearing, no sexual innuendo, and everything. And it was a challenge, but there were, I think, 130 people, 140 people there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no swearing, everything, and it was great. So I had a ton of fun. And afterward, you know, you have a good show, and people come up to you, and just you almost feel like a rock star a little bit. Like, oh, hey, how'd you do that?
It's nice to be recognized.
It's great. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But I had fun with it. You know, even the bad shows, you kind of get that feeling a little bit. But
yeah.
Oh, look at that.
oh boy,
Look at that.
Oh my God.
holy crap!
The wizard.
Oh, he's all slimy.
You've been gone so
Is that?
long.
It's all over you, man. That's
What? You're covered.
Sorry, guys.
What is that?
Hey, it's just the wizard. You nothing to see here.
I miss you, but
not
why are you
broken.
covered in goo?
You all right, dude?
It's like Mr. Wizard, the
all
scientist,
Oh, Dick.
He's covered in science.
I came from this weird planet, so... Oh, man, it's in the city of Planetstein. You guys ever heard of it? You ever been around
Is that on Pluto?
Planetburg? It's
No.
close to
Okay,
Pluto.
all right.
More closer to Uranus. I
Okay,
just
well,
came from this planet, no pun intended. But listen, guys, look, it's... You never heard of it?
Planetstein and Spaceberg?
In Spaceberg, yeah,
Yeah,
right next to
Spaceberg.
Spaceberg.
Right next to
yeah. Yeah, I came
No,
to
I
this
never
really
heard
cool
of
club,
it.
guys. Delia, what club did I come from?
Oh, no.
You came from Club Smegma.
Yeah, Club Smegma.
Oh.
Finally, it's this cool thing in well, I can't really
Club
tell you.
Smegma
But
is
it's from the
dynasty.
future. Club Smegma. It's
Oh, is that where you covered it?
Oh, wait, no.
I just got
Oh, no.
smegma on my
Oh, that's-
my pants.
That's
no.
just from
It's awful.
space travel, I swear.
Oh.
Oh, the
So you're at
awkward.
Club
Do you have to
Smegma,
dry
man.
clean sweatpants? I don't know. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm just a guest. A guest. I missed you though. It's been like a year,
It's
a year
been a while.
and a half.
We've
I've
Now
been
you
stuck.
come back covered in smegma.
It's not smegma. It's just ironic that I came from that planet.
Oh, you
It's
came from that planet.
Ghost cytoplasm, okay?
I don't believe you, man.
It's
I was
ectoplasm.
making s'mores on the way here, and you can't time travel and make s'mores, okay?
So you're covered in marshmallow.
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome home.
doesn't taste like marshmallow.
No.
Tastes like
Not
Smegma.
Tastes
little
pretty salty. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Club
Yes.
Smegma, where
Club
you can be a
Smegma.
kid again.
Yes.
That's their thing in the future, yeah.
Where a kid can be a kid.
But before Trump died, it was his last thing that he started. And by then, I hate to ruin it, guys, in about 25 years, planet Earth, we just sucked the juice out of it. It's
Oh.
gone.
We're not being here.
Yeah, so
fine.
we're on
Okay.
another planet.
Yeah.
We've occupied. Well, Trump tried to occupy Uranus, and I think he did for a lot of the Americans. But another planet is, like I said, he was right near Spaceberg,
Yeah,
Planet Stein City,
yeah,
right
Yeah.
in Planet Berg.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You'll see in the future. Also, I do want to say real quick, guys, raking does prevent forest fires.
Oh, okay.
And that's according to the future Hokey Pokey the Bear. Because people were offended by Smokey the Bear, so we had to change it. So it's Hokey Pokey the Bear.
You put your right foot
But he's so
in.
indecisive.
Right,
Like,
yeah, right leg
No,
in, right rake in. I
That's
think
why you
is.
put your right rag in,
put
rake
your
in,
right
and then your
leg
left
in,
rake in.
you know,
I always
because he
found
doesn't
that-
understand.
I always find the hokey pokey to be insensitive to amputees. You know, like,
up.
I don't know.
It is. Yeah.
Oh man.
No war veteran wants to play the hokey pokey.
I can't
What
tell that
about
to the
like
future.
you put your right nub in, you
Nah,
take your
It
left
doesn't work the
nub out?
same. Nubs don't have any use,
But,
Delia.
but also, he's already put his right arm in. Like, you know, he won.
some point.
He won.
Yeah.
Like, he's really
You put
dedicated.
your right arm in,
oh, how'd you
you
use that
get
hokey
your
pokey,
right
man?
arm blown off.
He won.
He won.
How do you win at the
won.
Hokey
I'm just
Pokey?
I'm really serious at hokey pokey. I don't know what Iraq is. Like,
That's great. How'd you lose your arm? Hokey
hokey
Pokey.
pokey.
I put my left arm in,
And they took it.
and I shook it all about,
And that was it.
and that was it, man.
That's what it's all about, dude.
The landmine went off. It was bad. Oh my. Oh
Did
my
hokey
God.
pokey go crazy in the future, like Russian roulette? You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
landmines, whether or not they had been disabled.
At some point, I don't know if you ever see the movie
Moody Blues?
Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at some point,
We're
our
living in
army just does the hokey pokey to search for landmines in fields. Like that's their training has come down to that because we've just gotten so stupid. So dancing the hokey pokey in field of battle is considered like you're starting a war, pretty much. You know, don't yell fire in the movie theater. Pretty much same thing.
Oh, it's a signifier. Smegma aside, like, I haven't seen you in forever. Andy, roll up with a gift?
Yes, this is a gift,
Oh,
and it's for both of you guys. It's from the future.
Oh, nice.
It's
Well, I
from
feel
the future.
Oh, he doesn't know.
You guys will.
Well, you don't.
You guys will. It's one of your old bandmates. May he rest in peace. Wanted you guys to have this.
okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
There you
All
go.
right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's. I think you guys used to have a band. By the name, I don't forget what it was called, but it's a Christmas
Uh-oh.
band for sure.
Christmas, man.
Yeah. What is it? Show us. Show everyone.
What is it?
Gangster rapper.
What?
Gangster rapper.
The gift
Didn't you
wrappers.
guys have a band? The gift wrappers.
The gift wrappers delight, yeah.
I
That's
remember
right.
the gift wrappers. There was Scotch tape.
The gangster wrappers.
There was gift bag.
Gift bag.
There's a gold chain around the
Paper.
top of the shirt.
Wrapping paper.
Oh, wrapping paper.
I was DJ
MC.
Regift.
DJ
Regift.
Re-gift. Did
This
you
is so nice.
Look at that. The gangster rapper.
The
Wow.
gangster
Well, that's
rapper.
from the future. That's from
Thank you so much.
Mm.
I'm gonna take a picture of this, guys,
from
and
the
put
gift
it on
wrapper.
the Facebook page. So if you want to see what this
Scotch tape.
sweater is all about,
Scotch tape.
it's going
Scotch
to
tape in the
align
house.
with an episode of ours. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's nice.
I love
Thank
the
you.
gold chain.
That's cool.
That's
It comes
my
with
style.
this. It comes with it.
Yeah.
The gold chain's free. So.
Is that why it was $3,000?
Yeah, it was 1,437,000 dicks.
Oh, nice.
Damn, dude. Dick coins?
In the future, you don't know.
It's dick
in the
coin, yeah.
future, everything is measured by dicks.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
that's right. That's
and
right.
money's all in Bitcoin.
What's the
Yeah,
more
dick
expensive dick? Black.
Yeah. Indian, black.
Whatever.
Indian,
I guess we'll
Indian,
have to
like
settle for
Native
400
American?
years of telling everyone what to do. What a consolation prize. Being in charge of stuff.
Congratulations, you have the biggest dick.
Yeah, we may not have the biggest dicks, but we are the biggest dicks. So.
Oh, that's how it works.
That's a double-sided dildo.
Yep. Ouch. Hurts both ways.
That's great.
Hurts both ways.
So, also in the future, there's a lot of popular things happening in the future. One of them I would like to say is it's inevitable. Death.
Right.
It's coming, guys.
Even in the future, they still haven't
Dad?
cured it.
Well, you can choose this. I know it's stupid, but you could choose whether you can die when it's your time, or you could live longer. And people are just so dumb.
Okay.
They don't even get to the point where you get to choose. They just end it early because like cornstarch or
So
high
shitty.
fructous corn syrup and
People are
cornstarch
impatient.
too.
They're just impatient.
Yeah.
I don't have
People
time
are
for this
just,
stuff.
I need to get to the other side.
And I'm so sorry. Like, I'm thinking way ahead in the future. You're, like, thinking immediate future.
Yeah, sometimes when I get drunk, I can't travel too far. So it's,
Good enough.
I
I
thought
guess liquids.
they'd figure it out in the future.
You very well know I can't bring stuff from the future into now.
Right.
What happens
right.
if I bring technology from the future into now? We tried that, and I was stuck in the continuum for however long.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry.
And you'll have more than smegma covering your body.
It's not smegma. Anyways, we have a new game we're going to introduce to you guys that you get to play for the rest of your life.
Oh.
It's called Who's Next? And we pretty much set up a Deadpool, and everybody guesses on who's going to die next. And we can pick famous people, we can pick politicians, but you earn a certain amount of points for the person that you pick. If they're a male, you might get 1 point. Female, 1 point. You could just go with that and be safe and hope a male or female dies this year. That way you get up on the board with 1 point.
Right.
You could say it's a politician coming up. I know who's going to die in the future, and I didn't say that after politician for any specific reason.
Well, politicians die too.
Yeah, they eat a lot of pasta. So.
Can you pick yourself?
You're not a celebrity.
You
What
are
if
a
I be-
celebrity.
You could
What if I be?
cheat.
What
You
if I
could
be?
cheat, though.
You could cheat, though. That's a little
I mean, like,
unfair.
yeah,
That's what
we'll
I'm
probably be
saying.
happier in the long run, but
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't want to lose a
yeah.
game.
I might ruin the game.
I'm going to pick
for you
myself. I ain't
guys.
losing.
I'm very competitive. I'm gonna die now.
Can I
Genius.
pick Brian Blackman from Blowjam?
You sure
You
can.
could, if they're
Okay.
famous.
Well, hold on, but
Thinking about it.
wait a minute. If he does, can he have any part in his death? 'Cause
I won't-
that's not
I won't-
You
right.
have to get the rule book out for
Well,
that.
not if you want the life
I
insurance
won't do
money.
suicide. I won't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll
yeah, we
do
trust
it.
you.
'Cause
I'll do it because I need your life insurance
she
money.
needs the money.
We're going to
so-
eventually have to consult
Oh, I've
the
heard of
rule
it.
book, Delia.
Okay.
have
Yes,
to consult the
there's
rule
a
book.
comprehensive rule book that's gone through the last stages of
Editorial
editing
work,
and,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
and just legal reviews and
Yeah, the
whatnot.
lawyers have them. When we get him back, we'll go over the rules.
Hopefully by the next Blow Jam, we will have the official rule book.
Yeah.
As of right now, obviously, we pick a person. Simple enough.
Yep.
And we pick a person that hopefully the categories or their characteristics that encompass them is something that we could relate to someone who died. Like, oh, there's a woman who died, so...
The more vague and ambiguous, then maybe the more points you get.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm excited to flesh this out.
So it's gotta be
This is cool.
So it's gotta be someone famous in a movie or like a celebrity, right?
Yep, somebody that everybody knows.
How many picks do we get?
I would say we should do 1 or 2. I don't know. We'll see what the lawyers think.
Yeah, let's just stick with 1.
1. Okay. I thought the lawyers said 2 would be way too.
Okay.
Just too much.
It's too confusing.
Yeah, it's just too much text for one person.
Well, you got mine. I'm going with myself. So.
No cheating.
Okay.
All right, I won't do it myself.
Yeah, no, that's in the rule book.
Okay, I'll
Title 12.
I'll pick Donald
Section
Trump.
8.
You can't pick yourself. I'll pick Donald Trump.
That guy's living forever. You know he.
Yeah.
You know he is.
Nope, I'm betting against it, man.
I hope you're right, but that guy.
That's 1,001.
I hope you're right.
That's a good bet.
People live a long time.
I know. That's why.
The good ones die young.
I heard if you cover your body in smegma, you live longer.
That's why his skin is so orange.
So
It's
that's
not.
smegma?
That's what
it's
it
not
is.
the
It's
sun.
smegma, dude.
I just thought he ate a lot of carrots.
It's
Yeah, it's smegma and carrots.
Because
Like you rub them together and it makes. Like,
Dillian
this
knows.
Well,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
for the people at home,
I'm
if
a
you don't
woman,
know
I
what
know,
smegma is, it's a thing. If you haven't been circumcised, you have a hood over your penis, and it gathers some sort of crud, and it's kind of like this dick cheese. And it's called smegma. So and that's probably what
Did you say
turned
dick
Donald.
cheese?
Yeah, it's like
Dick
dick
cheese.
cheese
So you can eat
almost.
It's like duck butter.
How about somebody named Dick
you-
Cheese
you
dies?
could eat it,
Is
but
that
it's-
like a million points?
It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
that's the bonus wild card.
But that could be what turned Donald Trump orange. So we're not sure, but
Oh, Dick
the
Cheese.
jury's not in.
yes.
I don't
Probably
know.
just bathes in
I don't
Cheetos.
have the
Like, that's about
facts.
it.
You know,
Yeah.
don't fact
Simple
check
as
me
that.
on it. I'm just saying.
Dick Cheese and Cheetos.
Yeah, don't Snopes me. Don't
Is that the
fact
name of the
band?
check
Hungry
me. I don't know.
You said dick, cheese, and Cheetos, and I
Dick
got
cheese and
hungry.
Cheetos.
Yeah.
I gotta go to a meeting.
It might be dick cheese. It might be the combination of smegma and Cheetos.
Yes.
That would make sense why Donald Trump is so orange. But don't fact check me. You know, don't go Snopes. I'm good.
How's this game gonna work, Rich? AKA the Wizard.
Let's do
AKA the Polish Palomino.
the Deadpool.
AKA this guy who hasn't been around for a year and a half, but now all of a sudden he shows up and he's just expecting things to be like how they used to be, but that's fine because that's exactly how they're going to be.
That's a long name.
Yeah. It's SMEGMA for short.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
They shortened it, I think should be 1 point for male and 1 point for female, respectively.
Good.
I think let's stick it to first names. I think first name should be 2 points.
Okay.
And let's just stop right there for now. And we'll have the lawyers get back to with the rest of the rules.
All right. Once we have the manual. So
Yeah, because you could add a lot of different factors into it. You could be left-handed person,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2 points.
Oh, all right.
Do I get 2 points because I'm a left-handed person?
No,
The game sucks.
You get negative points.
We're
but
gonna
if I pick you and
we
you
gonna add-
die,
Because you
you
ask
get 2
valid
points.
questions, you get
if I
negative
get your name
points.
right, I get more points.
Are we gonna add a rule every week or?
No, I mean, we're going to get the rule book by
We're gonna
next
get
time.
the rule book out. The rule book's
Oh, okay.
like thick.
Oh, it's thick.
Yeah,
Thick.
our lawyers are working on it.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's gonna be a crazy amount of rules.
yeah. There's a lot. Well, I mean,
That's good.
Because he's got lawyers from the future, and we have our lawyers from the present. They have to get together.
It's gonna be like
And
100
make it
pages of
work.
rules and regulations.
yeah.
Yes.
My law
Well,
firm.
it's for our
What's your law
safety.
firm, guys? My law firm's Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Mine's Fucking.
Yeah, what is ours? Rusty Grace. His name is Rusty Grace.
Mine's something different. It's
Vince Accardi.
Vince Accardi.
Yeah, that's who we have on retainer.
Yeah.
Don't you have a lawyer on retainer, Wizard?
Not anymore. I've moved on from the criminal lifestyle of my past.
My lawyer wears a retainer.
That counts.
At nighttime.
Wow. That's cool.
I paid him
advanced.
I paid him in advance because I know I'm going to get in trouble at some point.
You paid for his retainer, Mike.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to know.
I paid for my lawyer's retainer, technically.
Technically.
And his children's retainer.
Yeah.
Well, what can you do? You know?
You put his
Have a great
kids.
medical plan.
You put his kids through dental school.
Yeah. They're all dentists now.
Speaking of, you have like
I found my
huge
lawyer to have
smile.
straight teeth. Come on.
Did you have braces?
Yeah, I have braces. Yeah, absolutely.
All
They
right.
were the greatest 3 years of my life.
Okay, I figured because your teeth are like straight as
Yeah.
fuck.
You have
Winning
super,
smile.
You have super straight
I have a
teeth.
scar in my left hand because I was playing basketball and I went for a loose ball and I got it, but somebody landed on my head and pushed my teeth into
So you
hand.
break yourself.
The brace is embedded in my
Never
hand.
forget.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, so I got the braces off, but not that. That took me forever.
Oh,
So.
gee.
You've seen any doctors recently, Ryan?
Yeah. Couple. So, Dr. Shady. Dr. Shady, whatever.
I bet it's shady. Is he a therapist? It's shady.
No, he's a doctor. He touched my balls.
That's a therapist.
No, that's a priest.
Maybe we go to different.
It's a priest.
Oh, yeah.
Do you go to church?
Sorry, pre-shady, I mean. Sorry, touched my balls.
Did you pay extra for that service?
Yes.
I don't think you went to a doctor.
Did you tip him? Did he have a tip jar?
Well, I gave him just a tip. But.
Same thing. Yeah, we had a Father Ours at Seton was our priest that taught us our religion class, and recently he was one of the priests that was had porn on his thing. So
did he do anything to you?
No,
it's because you're too ugly.
Did you feel bad?
Yeah, I felt awful. He did.
We
made sure we participated in the case, and I looked at all the pictures and photos of the pornographic children he had, and none of them were my butts. And I looked at all of them.
Do you want Ryan to wrap a rosary around your dick and just tell you everything's gonna be okay?
Yeah, like my grandma used to.
I'm just gonna wrap a rosary. So basically, I'm gonna wrap a rosary around your dick, and I'm gonna stick a pinky in your ass. And
What about my balls?
I think I'm going to hell for listening to this conversation.
Hail Marys. I'm not gonna orphan the balls.
Typical chick. You always forget about the balls,
Don't worry,
right?
I'm not gonna orphan the balls. I'm gonna play with those too.
Don't orphan my balls. Please.
It's fine, dude. It's good. All right, fine.
All right, so what's up with this game? We should probably make our answers, right? Let's take some educated guesses.
You said yourself, right? Or
no, he can't say himself because he's not a celebrity.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Except for our podcast fans.
You could definitely choose
you're not a celebrity.
I said Donald Trump.
Yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
My thing is...
Which I'm probably going to lose. So.
Ted Danson, because you mentioned him earlier.
Danson.
And he looks spry, he looks good, but I just feel like an accident is on its way. He's like mentally solid, he's happy.
Well, he's in the good place.
And they're both in
he's working, man.
Enthusiasm, so maybe it's just going to be like a Final Destination thing where everybody on Curb is going to go.
Right.
You never know.
But Ted Danson, he's also in the good place.
Yep. So he's already dead. If you think
about
it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
He's kind of like the demon guy.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he's a
demon.
Everybody's going to know his name up there.
You could really get an edge on somebody, and maybe Google algorithm could do this, but you find
what about the edge?
Oh, Al Gore.
Yeah.
The edge.
Who's sick? Who's going to kill themselves?
Just find one movie that was made in like the 70s or 60s, right? That everybody but one actor has died in already, and there's one person just waiting to croak, and then you name sex movie name, and you sweep. You sweep everybody off of
think-
Deadpool.
I
That
think
sucks.
The answer's got to be like Betty White or like somebody who's in the 90s, Bob Barker.
Exactly.
You know, like
Bob Barker's a
Dick
good
Van
one.
Dyke,
Oh,
Carl
yeah.
Reiner, Mel Brooks, like all these like legends.
Yep.
You
I'm
just
gonna go-
half the people you just named are dead.
Just think
No,
about
they're
it.
all alive.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
No, they're not. Wait.
They're
Dick Van
alive.
Dyke is alive.
They're alive.
Okay.
He's just in Mary Poppins.
You fucking said somebody who's
Carl
legit
Reiner,
dead.
Betty White's still
Betty
alive.
White's alive.
No,
Bob
the
Barker's
second
alive.
person you said,
Bob Barker?
Bob Barker's
He
dead.
absolutely is alive.
He's fucking dead as fuck.
Listen, I don't think I should be announcing this, but I just looked up his Wikipedia page a couple days ago.
I don't think I should be announcing that.
Well. Who cares about that argument? What happened?
Hang on. I'll look it up.
I just have a
Okay,
question.
okay.
Did you have pants on?
Rich knows.
Let me look
because
up Bob
he was in
Barker.
Were you
I
on the
think it's 91.
toilet?
I looked up his age. I think it's 91.
Okay. I'm sorry. You really
Let me
do
look,
know.
let me look.
This is
Bob-
91.
We
No.
didn't mean to kill your
Because we were
favorite
looking
guy.
up
Barker.
how old like somebody asked me if Betty White was older than Bob Barker the other way around. And I think Betty White is older than Bob Barker. I think he's 91. Might be 93. But they're like a year or two apart.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm
Gideon trying to be
enlightened.
God
I'm
over there.
sorry.
But no,
I'm like,
everybody-
he's
Mel
dead.
Brooks, Carl Reiner, they're like 95.
Yeah.
90,
Oh, Mel
97.
Brooks is still
But, like,
sharp
yeah,
as a
so-
tack.
But they're all alive.
Yeah, he's a shit.
How old
Yeah,
is Bob
I wrote Bob Barker alive.
Barker? 1923,
1923.
right?
Was he in the war?
2011?
Was he in the war? Which one? There's many around this time.
For him, yeah. Almost all of them.
The Civil War.
Was he in all the
Almost-
wars?
Almost all of them. Wow. I mean, so just United States. I mean,
He was in
1923.
Desert Storm.
I'm not saying he was in all the wars.
I know.
I think, but yeah, he just missed World War One. Got everything else. pretty much.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me try it.
Bob
But I would
Barker.
say, I would think like a guy like Dustin Diamond from Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Oh,
He's
he's
an
great.
asshole.
Oh,
I think,
maybe,
like,
yeah.
Like like he would be killed. You know, like he
Oh,
already was in,
somebody
he was in,
who'd be
He was in
murdered.
jail for stabbing a guy. So maybe that guy wants revenge. 4 months in jail in Wisconsin.
Wow.
I don't know why I know this stuff, but I just
This
do.
is
And-
Screech your idol?
No, but I called my penis Screech for a couple of years, so I don't know what that means.
Is
Also,
that
don't
the
know what
sound
that
that
also
it
sold it
made?
to Franz, so I don't know. Nobody was looking for it. Like,
Okay, I'm getting really
I
weird
was just like,
pictures of your
like
penis
okay,
right now.
well, maybe if I could go to a jukebox and bump into it, and the music playing, maybe that would be whatever. But no, I just but I'd say
Shit, dude.
I'd say Dustin Diamond. What's up?
Bob Barker was born in 1923.
Yeah, so
He's
what
90,
you
Yeah,
said.
Joe, you missed it. He just
Wow,
said
thanks,
that.
Google.
95 years old. So.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Dude, you missed it because you were too busy looking it
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We went way past it.
Oh, okay.
Yo, wait till you run the footage.
Yo, that's awesome.
All right, keep going, keep going.
So yeah, I would say somebody like Dustin Diamond, like some obscure person. He's gonna be my answer, but yeah, like somebody who just somebody wants him dead. You know, like I have
Yeah.
no problem with the guy, but
No, that's good.
Saved by the Bell castmates don't like him, and I tell you what, they look likable. So if they don't like you, you got problems.
He tried to come out with a nasty sex tape years ago.
How old
Yeah,
is
with
how old
himself.
is Dustin Diamond?
How
Himself.
old is he? I'm gonna probably say early 40s.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean he might be like 39, 42, something like that.
I took
But
that up.
I know he's doing stand up now. He's I
He
just
probably
saw it.
sucks.
I can't imagine it's any good. I mean, I almost opened for him. I just didn't. It was down in Maryland, and I didn't put my name in the hat in time. But I almost did just because I could have. I love Saved by the Bell. I just watched it all the way through again. So, but I grew up watching that show. And
You don't necessarily have to like him as a person
no,
or
I
a
just
comedian.
I would like
just
to
be
credit. I would like to credit. Be like,
nostalgic.
yeah, man, I opened for Screech, and then he'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Fuck you, don't call me Screech anymore."
Yeah.
And I'd be like, that's enough.
So is that your
But that would
guess?
it would be a milestone
Yes,
for
I
yourself.
Simon, yeah.
It would be a
That's
milestone for
It
yourself.
would be great. It would have been awesome. Like,
So,
just a
so,
good
so your
version.
guess
Yeah,
is
that's
Dustin
cool.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've already met AC Slater, like Mario
Oh,
Lopez. I interviewed him for a little while.
Really?
Yeah, so,
Cool.
so I had him sign a Mets hat. And
He seems like a cool cat.
You met-
I loved him. He's great.
Nice
Mario
guy.
Lopez?
Yeah, he's great.
He's all over
really
the TV.
fun. Really fun guy.
Alright.
We did a Q&A session down at Clarion University, and I snuck my way in to do an interview with him.
I can just see
That's
him
what
being
Nardwar
like
does.
a really nice guy.
Pretty much. You gotta look at Nardwar on YouTube.
I can just
You
tell
gotta
he's a
see
really
it's
nice guy.
He seemed, I mean,
Yeah, he's probably just
maybe he's a dick, but he's really good in media, so he could have whatever. But
Maybe he just measures things
Yeah.
in dicks.
could be.
And those
But
dimples
I
for
like it.
days.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I
Dimples
was
for
drawn
days,
in.
man.
I was drawn in. Just
His
from the
dimples are like black holes.
eyes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Did
then
you-
once you
did
get
you read them
there,
most-
you get to
mostly?
the event
Well, I did comments on
horizon.
them.
I would
But
just look at
But
them.
no, it was funny. I walked in and I had like curly hair, like I was 23, I think, and maybe 22, and so I just had like almost an afro sneaking out from under my Mets hat, and I said, "Yeah, I'm a real big Saved by the Bell fan." And he just looks at me and goes, "Yeah, I could tell." I was like, I don't know what that meant. I was like,
What
probably
is
nothing good.
Yeah, I could
It
tell.
was awesome.
That was a joke.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could tell.
That's what
Who
all Saved
isn't,
by the
though? I'm
Bell.
sorry.
Yeah, if you're in like your early 30s, how can you not have grown up watching Saved by the Bell?
Oh yeah.
It's such
I've
a
seen.
bad show.
I've seen
Like,
every episode.
I'll
Yeah,
sit there and,
he's almost 40.
It's all right.
I'm
Some
telling
Saved
you,
by the Bell.
I love this show, but it's so not a good show. Like if you watch it as an adult,
Don't you
like,
wish you had the
you're like,
powers of Zach Morris to,
Oh my god, yeah.
to,
I mean,
free,
like,
to
yeah.
freeze
like-
time?
to
Freeze.
assault women and never be
Mm-hmm.
convicted of it.
Yeah, you can assault.
Like if you
You can
It's a
assault
different
women
time.
and freeze time and be
you-
like,
if
for
you watch
kids.
if you watch Saved by
I
the
think
Bell
we're in trouble
through
now.
today's lens, it is not
I had,
cool.
I had
Yeah.
dreams
But
when
it's
I
so
was
good.
young
It's such
of
a
being in the
good, bad
seat
show.
in women's locker room,
Yeah.
being him freezing time,
Yeah.
and picturing naked women
I
inside
didn't
the
do
locker
that.
room.
I'm not a demon.
Yeah.
They weren't women; they were young.
He's definitely freezing time and
But-
insulting
Oh, but they
women.
were women. You know they were all like 22, 24. Every single one, except for Justin Diamond. They were 2 years younger.
Zach Morris should not have the power to freeze time.
No.
He's gonna assault
and
women.
he definitely wasted a lot of what he did with it. Like,
Yeah, at the
But, like,
max.
he-
He could have solved Iran Contra.
I'm gonna get off on a rant. I don't mean to disrupt the game, but like he did so many things. Like he was on the basketball team and the track team and the baseball team, and like he did. They were in the teen line twice because they forgot they did one. But like so many things. Ran for class president. He did too many things to have time to date 86 women or whatever, be successful at anything. Like just weird. You know. And by the way, Slater was captain of the wrestling team and on the basketball team. They're in the same season. How do you do that?
Oh man.
Track
got
and,
it
like,
good.
I don't
track and
believe it
baseball,
now.
Same season.
You just debunked it.
It's hard. It's hard. Like yeah.
Oh man.
You know, it bothers me. But I love the show.
Otherwise, it's realistic.
Yeah, it's a good show. Yeah, otherwise it's realistic. Yeah, there are really only 6 people ever in a school at the time. The principal only knows 6 names.
He only cares
And he
about 6
also hangs
students.
out in my bedroom every once in a while. That's not weird. Like if you go to It's Always Sunny, where Dennis Haskell, Mr. Belly, is the gym teacher who molests the quote-unquote
Oh,
molester.
yeah.
You absolutely believe it because you know he was in Zach Morris's bedroom.
You're like, yeah.
You lay in
And he's a
his bed.
teacher.
Yes. You're the principal. Now you're just a gym teacher? Of course you're a pervert. I don't know. Worlds collide.
Mr. Bell.
Mr. Bellevue, yeah.
Bellevue.
What the best?
Bellevue.
Yeah, best.
Hospital.
Wow. Mr. Bellevue. Google it. You got the phone in your
I'm
hand.
sorry, yeah. But the best thing ever was all right, there was like this show. It's got like 28 Days Later. Remember that movie, 28 Days Later?
Yeah.
What?
Right after that came out, there was like this like internet thing. It was like 28 Days Later. So it was like kind of like Slater from
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. So it was like Mario Lopez like lookalike, just doing like the zombie movie
I
thing.
grew up
It was like the
in
funniest thing
Poland
ever.
watching Dynasty.
So look that shit up. It's pretty good.
80s.
So you're Mario Lopez.
Yeah. No, Dustin Diamond.
Dustin
Lopez
Diamond.
is gonna live forever.
Oh, Dustin Diamond. Okay.
Dustin Diamond, yeah.
So what's your guess?
I can't.
He can't.
Oh,
He
yeah, no,
knows.
I know.
I already said my guess.
What is it?
I don't remember.
It was 95. He was born in 1923.
What's your guess?
It's on tape.
Yeah. Don't
Rewind
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You said who was gonna? Really?
If you don't remember, you're going to have to
Oh,
listen
wow.
back when you're editing this.
Okay. Well,
But
fine.
nothing's going to be edited because it's fucking perfect. Thank you, Wizard. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Ryan. I can't wait to check back in, find out our progress.
I hope people die.
Oh, well, as do all of us. That's
Well, just, it's one specific person for all you, I hope die.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I personally hope you all live forever.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
Can we pick one
Likewise.
person we want to die? No, we probably shouldn't do that.
Pick
That,
Pick me.
Can I get a volunteer?
Yeah, I'll say one.
make your true
I'll
self
say
come
one.
out.
There's actually one person who I want to die. Dun dun dun. Wait till the next episode.
Cliffhanger.
Thus concludes this episode of Blow Jam. Big thanks to Mike Peters. Y'all should do yourself a favor now. Bust out that phone of yours. Start typing in some stuff. You gotta follow him on Twitter at @TheMikeBPeters. His Facebook page is Mike Peters Comedian. And if you're in the Binghamton area, you gotta go see Mike perform live. April 12th, Laughs and Drafts at Galaxy Brewing Company. April 18th, Laughs on Tap at Beer 30 Tavern. April 23rd, at Nips. He has a ton of other shows too, which you can find at his aforementioned social media. And thank you to our pal, The Wizard. If you want to find out more about The Wizard, you can't, because he's in the future. We'll see you guys next time. In the meantime, keep listening to our weekly Pod Smash episodes that drop every Monday. If you're obsessed with podcasts, join us. Well, thank you guys for listening. We love you. Bye.